Hi everyone, I got a box in today and clearly it's something I ordered, but I don't remember exactly what. It's something from Ami. Look at this cute little postcard they include with their packages. Usually they send out something like this and a thank you for shopping with us type postcard with their QR codes, their websites, their socials, and a lot of times they change it seasonally. So you get different images, which this is really cute. These are some of their mascots. I do have a lovely Japanese EMS dispatch note here, which just says, toy plastic doll clothes, toy plastic figurine, toy plastic figurine. So, there is this. If anybody, maybe you can see the name here. Although I know my phone is not the best recording device. It's Imomodoll. Let's see if I can get you a lighter image. Can you see that there? I presume that this is the head, because here is a box that looks like a body. I honestly don't remember ordering this. I mean, I've been shopping on Ami a little bit more lately for some of their pre-order items, and I tend to look in their secondhand items or their resale items, and sometimes you can search by doll, the doll category, and so I don't know if this was secondhand. It seems like maybe, because there's a nice little ding in the box there. I can't remember, you guys, so I'm sure this little label here probably describes which one this is, but of course I cannot read that. But oh, there is a head, presumably. It looks like a head right there. So just gonna slide her out and then I'll see what that thing is, because that is a Imomodoll also. I know what this is, you guys. I do remember ordering this now. Okay. So, here's their cute little pamphlet. I know I have terrible lighting. It says Imomodoll, and the little flap opens up, and you get information. Even when it opens, that's pretty cute, because it makes kind of a design there. It looks like they may have different sizes and different skin tones, and they label them BJD and MJD, so ball jointed doll and mechanical jointed doll, and different sizes too. If you guys have seen this particular Imomo, I feel like these are going to be comparable to Mini Dolphy Dream as far as the vinyl, I think, but they are less expensive, I think, for a full set. So here's, oops, here she is. She's kind of in a cell packet, and then there's her outfit, and then there's eyes and shoes. So her little shoes are like squishy plastic. Oh, they're in a handy little Ziploc bag. I thought they were all taped up, so let me just take this out and I'll show you guys what these look like. So this was not a secondhand item. I think this Imomodoll was up for pre-order, and then her pre-order was closed, and they just made her available. Like maybe they had extra stock, so she was just like a ready to ship type item. So you can see her shoes are like kind of like the jelly shoes, but they are like the classic heeled schoolgirl, and they're definitely brown. There is some purplish eyes. They say 20 millimeter there, so definitely Imomo eyes. Oh, and they include nice little packet of tack, so that's nice. Here is a card. It's pretty basic. It just says Imomodoll on the front, and then you can fill in the name and the date on the back. It's like the size and quality of a basic business card. Here is some interesting pieces that I'm not familiar with. little like wing nut toppers. So I don't know about that. That's new to me. I'm gonna take the plastic off. Take her out. Here she is. Look at her head is really wobbly. Maybe those nuts, those wing nuts are to help keep her stable. I don't know. Let's take her out of the plastic. Maybe they don't secure her down until, you know, you put your eyes in and you do your own customizing. So the body shape is, I would actually make it more comparable to Mochi Ashi for Volk's Mini Dollfie Dream, which I know Mini Dollfie Dream body, like the abdomen, and Mochi Ashi is the same. It's just the legs that are chunkier on Mochi Ashi, and that's what these legs look like to me. They're a little bit chunkier. Oh, very floppy. Well, that's interesting. The ankle joint is nice, but the knee joints are pretty floppy. Everything seems pretty floppy, but that's okay. She wasn't, I think this total purchase, it is vinyl, like a Dollfie Dream or Smart Doll. I know there's differences in the quality of vinyl, but I do believe that this was a brand new order. But see, look at here. That joint is like really pushed out, so I wonder if I can push that back in to make it a little bit more stable overall. Oh, and then her knee turns. I don't know. So this is something to have to kind of look at. Now the hip joint is staying, which is nice, but the knees are really loose. Let's see about the arms. Arms are okay. Hands are okay. The head joint we already discovered is a nice little bobblehead. So, you know, anyway, she's very inexpensive. Much less costly than a brand new Dollfie Dream. If you get like a full set or whatever, even from, I would say, like, you know, the Volk's website or Volk's USA or whatever. Because altogether, I mean, this is a full set. So she has the outfit, the shoes, the eyes. Oh, yeah, the eyes. Maybe this is her wig. I think this is a wig. There goes her outfit. I think she was $150, which I know is not inexpensive in general terms, but inexpensive in doll terms, I guess. But then, of course, what you pay for is the quality you get with dolls. I mean, we all know that. We all accept that. All right, so she has this cute little yellow dress with like a little egg yolk or a little egg. She's so cute. I was really on a yellow kick earlier this year. I got a bunch of yellow dresses and I had it, socks, headband. I had it in my head that I was gonna do a photo shoot with all my dolls. Well, not all, but all the dolls I was going to put in the photo shoot were going to have some type of yellow clothing on. And did I do that this year? No, I did not. And now look, it's already December. I think the thing that appealed to me about this, well, actually this particular Imomodoll doll, I had seen, I think when it was released, and then I've seen it come up secondhand once or twice, and I was like, that is just so cute. It's just so colorful. But look at this. This is her hair. So it is not a wig. It is like a plastic or vinyl piece that encases her head. Which this is not the first doll that I have that has hard hair, so to speak, I guess. But I think this is part of the appeal for me for this doll, because it gives her just a very much anime look. And even though I have decided generally that I'm not that into anime and manga anymore, I still really love dolls that look anime-ish. Okay, so it's 4 pieces. Each ponytail comes off. So you don't even have to have her have ponytails if you don't want. They just kind of plug right into these little holes, and then the bangs plug into those holes there. However, I hope that it sits better on her head because, oh no, it's pretty flush. You can see in there the line is pretty flush. So I think before I put the wig on, I will put these eyes in her just to give her a look. I don't know if they come with random eyes, but these are purple. I'll have to look back at the imagery on Ami Ami to see if purple was in her head or if it was just random colors. The interesting thing about Ami Ami is that they are not necessarily a doll website. They're definitely geared towards just anime and manga and just cute figures in general. Here's my putty. Oh, I didn't give you guys a real close-up look of her head, so there's her face up. She has nice blushing on her cheeks, which I know my lighting doesn't really show, but the eyebrows are cute. They're like a light brown, and then the eyelashes are black. This to me, and her ear shape is cute too. It's very elfish looking. To me, that actually makes me think of Tiny Fox, which was that last little doll that I opened. The little poison manta ray, which she is so cute, and she's actually just sitting. See her right up there? Oh, look at that. I was just holding onto her head to try to take the head cap off, and the head just slipped right off of the peg. I think that those bolts are meant to tighten down and keep the head in place. Alright, so the head cap comes off easy enough. The eyes are very like eye wells. Look at that. That's pretty. That's deep. See how those eyes fit in here, and I worry that 2 little pads of putty is not enough, because usually I use 2 pads of putty per 1 eye when they're little squares like that anyway. I guess I could bring down that little one and see if I can compare them, but you know, I think in the box opening video that I did for her, I mentioned that she was very similar to Mini Dolphy Dream, like 1/4 size, but she's actually 1/6 size. So she's not 1/12 like the tiny little ones that you get, like the mystery boxes from like Kika Goods or wherever. These eyes are okay. They are purple and they are very anime-ish, but they're kind of fuzzy. It's like they're printed on here, and there's no gloss to these eyes. They are definitely I'm saying mute. I feel like I'm saying muted, but that's not the term I'm looking for. Okay, kiddo, I'll be there in a minute. But nonetheless, they actually do look really cute. I'm doing a video right now. And it actually, in those deep eye wells, they're staying really nice. I almost feel like I don't have to put putty in there. Look at that. See, it's like staying without any putty. So maybe deep eye wells are an interesting design, but then you have to have just the right size eyes. Otherwise, it's a no-go. So there you go, just kind of snapping her in. It does make it hard to adjust. The only way to get it would be to push back out, or you know, push in from the head, and because of the way it feels like it's printed on there, I'd be afraid of scratching the eye. What is the term I'm looking for? Not muted. Or what is the opposite of glossy? I don't know. I'm sure somebody can comment on my video and let me know. Why do words escape me sometimes? I just don't know. I guess while I have her head off, I honestly don't think I'm going to need putty. These are not going anywhere. So I'm just going to leave it. Here's the head cap. Oh, there is a stamp on the back for Imomodoll. It probably won't catch it in my lighting. You can just see it kind of there. It's like right there. Oh, there it goes. Kind of flashed good for a second. So that helps you to know which way is the back and which way is the front. It does say underneath, it says Rusy. I don't think it'll catch that either. Maybe it will. You see that there? R-U-C-Y. I wonder if it's meant to be Lucy. And they wrote Rusy. That's just so funny to me. It's just a little funny, I guess. All right. Oh, I should have kept the head cap off so I could tighten the bolts on, right? Let me take this back off. We'll keep that separate for a second. So eyes, super easy to install. That's actually kind of cool. I'm going to put her outfit in. I guess I don't even need the eye putty. Let's set that aside. Just take a look at her outfit. So the apron is a separate piece. It snaps in the back. And then the dress itself is Velcro. The apron is pinned on the front with that little egg pin, so it's not going to fall off. Let's see if I can slide this up over her hips. She does have chunky little feet. And those legs are, the knees and the ankle joints are not only loose, but like, kind of like sticking out. Like, it feels like they should be pushed in further, and maybe that would make them tighter. I don't know. Right here, I'm trying to slide this dress over her hips, and because her hips are like that mochi ashi design, kind of wider and chunkier, it's a tight fit. Maybe it'd be best to go over her head, so we'll do that instead. And lift her little arms up, which do seem to have better tension than the legs, which is good. The hands are cute too. They're kind of chunky also, which I appreciate. I think that's just kind of a cute design. All right, let's see. I got this fully undone. I'll slip these over her hands. All right, make sure I get the hands actually going into the sleeves. It might be easier to just take the hands off, but I'm worried because I don't know how they go back in, if it's easy enough to do that. I presume that Imomodoll probably has alternate hand gestures like so many vinyl dolls do. Or you can just kind of... Alright, so the sleeve just barely creaks over her hand. I had to kind of stretch it a little bit. I mean, not like stretch it out, but like pull it to get it over the thumb. Just because of the hand gesture. Like her pinky and her thumb are spread apart. So I have to kind of stretch it over the thumb to get it to go over the hand. Yeah, so over the arms is definitely the way to go. Now what's going on here? There's like this little tiny bit of, I don't even know what is that? There's like a little bit of netting or something inside the dress, which is different. Look at that. See this? There's like this little tiny bit of, is that supposed to be up? Like a decoration on her neck? Or is that supposed to be tucked underneath? I don't know. I don't get it. That's different. Alright, so, wow, the skirt barely covers her bottom with her arms raised up like that. Let's settle them back down, I guess, and see if that helps to adjust the dress at all. So, just a Velcro closure. It is very nicely done, I would say. There's darting for the bust there. The closure overall is very nice and clean to the neck. I didn't Velcro it perfectly, so it's a little misaligned. But I can redo that. Make sure that it starts at the same point and ends at the same point. There's a little errant string, which I can either trim off or like chop off, I guess, or tuck back in. That's okay. That's not that big of a deal to me. I mean, you would think they would check for these minor details before sending their dollies out, but I don't know. Maybe these are more mass-produced and they don't have time to check for such little things like that. Alright, so I'm pulling the apron parts up over her sleeves, and let me snap this closed. Alright. So, oh my gosh, her legs, look at this. Her leg is backwards. It just, the vinyl is just completely rotating completely around. There's really nothing holding it in its proper place, so I don't know. That's a little funky. But the apron's on, looks super cute. The dress is very close to her bottom edge. No undies. I feel like, you know, dolls should have underwear when they're sent. But she has shoes. I'll have to lend her a pair of Delphi Dream underwear or something. Little socks. I'll put those on. Her chunky little feet. See if I can get that on camera. God, these legs are crazy. They're so loose. And it is kind of hard to get this sock on. Not gonna lie. Alright, let me take it off camera. And try not to struggle too much. Alright, got it over her heel, mostly. Then does it come up over her ankle? Because there's like this big gap, it's like it wants to go up under the like shin instead of on it. I mean, again, that's the quality you get when you get a less costly doll, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? So there it is. There's still that big gap in between. And her leg is completely just wanting to twist around. There's nothing holding it together there. I mean, the frame is holding it on. It's not like the leg is falling off. It's just that that shin vinyl is completely free to just twist around. Like it's nothing's holding that in place. Which is really weird. I guess when I'm used to the quality of Smart Doll, I guess I just am always a little surprised when other dolls come around my way that are different, I guess. Alright, so sock is on. Doesn't really look the greatest because of that gap in the feet and ankles. But so far she's pretty cute. She definitely needs a pair of underwear though. This little dress is so short, it's ridiculous. Let's see how her shoes go on her chunky little feet. One thing I can say for these shoes, I mean, they are clearly a left and a right, so it's got that going for it. They're not just like, you know, completely just looking the same. And because they're jelly, they actually fit over her little chunky feet no problem. And they actually look pretty cute. Let's see if I can put this one on screen so you guys can see how easy that was. Of course now I struggle, right? It's just because I'm like lifting it up on my face. Alright, And then I just kind of pulled the strap up so that it looks like it's more across the top of her foot. It's really cute. I have to say, for such an inexpensive little doll, she's really pretty cute. Alright, so head with the eyes, no putty needed, which I think is pretty kind of neat. Now let's see. I still don't quite get what like this is for, because there is a tiny little hole there in the center. Do I put that down and then put one of these on top? Because this is not a screw. This is literally just like squishy rubber. And so is this. So I feel like maybe you put this down over the peg and the peg squeezes through there, that little tiny hole, and then you have the little wing nut to put to kind of keep it in place. So let's see if that's what I'm supposed to do, because there wasn't any instructions, or if there is, I couldn't read them. Well, there was that pamphlet. Does it say? Does it show an image of what to do? It might say in the writing here, but I can't read it. So there are some QR codes. Maybe there's a little video, but I did just slide that little circular piece with that tiny little hole in it on the peg. I know you can't really see it in my lighting, but it is completely around the peg. And I'm just going to put this little wing nut thing on top of that. And I don't think it really matters which way you have the little wings going. It's just to help the head stay on the peg. So now I've got, you can just kind of see it, definitely not falling off now. Let's do a real test. Can I pick her up by the head? Because before, when I held her by the head, it just felt right off. So there, that's a good test. I guess those little things work. Head cap back on. Now let's do the final piece here, her hair. I am curious about this because look at that, there's a flat edge. They didn't carve it out to fit the circular shape of the head, which is really strange. Now that I think about it, I hope that it goes on her head. Okay. I think when you have the hard hair on, that's the proper term, you don't need the head cap. So you can put a wig on her if you have the head cap on, right? Otherwise, the wig must sit better. Yeah, look at that. That's much better. And in fact, the little pieces come right to the tops of her ears right there. That makes sense. Okay, I feel a little bit better about all of this. All right, you guys ready to see? Now one of her eyes has kind of fallen to the wayside, even though I said no putty needed. Yeah, now her eyes are looking a little crooked. Because I'm jingling her head around, taking that head cap on and off. It made one of the eyes kind of drop. So probably a little putty needed. But maybe just a little. Oopsie. Of course, that's a concern as you're messing with this hair. You know, if it falls or breaks off or whatever, you could get scuffs on the plastic, which I presume would probably be fairly easy to wipe off. I don't know. No, I twisted the apron around, or I twisted the apron, so I need to fix that, I think. Let me fix that. There's her head with the wig on, the hard wig, the hard hair. All right, fix the little apron piece. It was twisted. I got a little bit of a runny nose because I have a cold going on. All right, so there she is, all together. Whoa, her arm has fallen out, people. Completely out of the socket. I don't even know what to make of that, because I don't know what that would look like in there. So undo the apron, undo the dress. This reminds me of the good old days of my arms falling out of my mini Dolphy Dream. Hair falling off. Okay. $150, that's what you get, people. A doll that falls apart easily. Like, literally, pieces are falling off. She is super cute, though. Maybe if you found her secondhand for, like, 70 or 80, she might be worth it. I don't know. Because that is just so incredibly frustrating to pick up a doll and then have it have parts just fall off. It is to me anyway. That's why I got away from Volks in general, because way back then I kind of had bought secondhand dolls that were their current frame at the time, and limbs just fell off right and left, and it drove me crazy. But she is overall super, super cute, you guys. I actually really like the hard hair, like I said, because it gives a very anime feel to it. She's pretty cute. The hair kind of stops certain head movements, and maybe even makes her head a little heavy. I don't know, but I like it. I like her. I think she's adorable. She would definitely need probably stand support. I don't think that she'll stand on her own because of the way her vinyl is. It's just twisting around the frame, the internal frame. And the arm, it looked like to me, it wasn't even connected to anything. I think it just shoves into the side of the chest. She is cute though. What do you guys think? Do you like her? Do you think it's worth it for 150 bucks plus shipping probably? Even her outfit is pretty adorable. I like her. Maybe I'll call her Egg. I know it's not very original. And I've been lately, sometimes I think of just naming all of my dolls after food. I'm going to try to give her a stand test, you guys. So no, I think with her flimsy legs, these knees especially, and the hard hair, it makes her top heavy, and so she'll just tend to fall over, like so. She's kind of doing that. So you'd need a stand support, or she'd have to be in a sitting position. But for an inexpensive, really adorable doll, if you're into dolls that are super floppy and have parts falling off when you play with them, this might be for you. If not, maybe stay away. Thank you guys for watching me open this. Check out AmiAmi. They have brand new dolls. They also have secondhand dolls. And not that the secondhand dolls are any cheaper, but sometimes they are, or sometimes they just have a doll that's been long discontinued, that you find maybe at hiked up rates, but hey, at least you find it. So anyway, there she is. That is Imomodoll Rusi, maybe Lucy, I don't know. Hence to be known as Eggs. Egg? Maybe I could call her Benedict. No, I don't know. Egg. Just Egg. Maybe Sunshine. She's so yellow. I don't know, you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.